Today I am responding to Never Have I Ever crochet and yarn version, so please stick around. Hi friends, my name is Claire and this is my channel, Woodshed Theory. Here I make content about what it is like to live as an adult on the autism spectrum and whatever else feels good to me. So if that sounds good to you, or if you're feeling particularly gracious today, and I hope that you are, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, ring the bell. I almost forgot to mention that I put out videos 3 times a week. Click the like, click the like. This is an extra bonus video. As you might have noticed, this is not my normal look. I am currently in the middle of dyeing my hair with Lunar Tide's Blue Velvet. So I thought while I waited for the dye to set in all over my hands, I would go ahead and do this tag I was tagged in. I was tagged in this video by Shannon Talks Yarn. I'm a new subscriber to her. She is early on in her YouTube journey, I believe, but I've really been enjoying her videos. So if you like yarn hauls or yarn talk, definitely go over to see Shannon Talks Yarn. So without further ado, Never Have I Ever crochet version. 1, crocheted in public. Yeah, I mean, I've crocheted in the airport, so on an airplane, so yes. Crocheted in a car, yes. Not while it was, not while I was driving, but while I was waiting for my dog to get done at the groomer, sure. Crocheted outside. I crochet outside all the time on my porch. Crocheted at work. I don't know how to answer this because some of the stuff I do for YouTube, which is my work, is crocheted, so I suppose so. But in the past, no, I've never crocheted at a job where I wasn't the boss. Given crochet as a gift all the time. It's my favorite thing to do with crocheted objects. They make people so happy. They instantly respond positively. So yeah, I would definitely say I give crochet as a gift. Received crochet as a gift. Not something that was made particularly for me. My mom has given me some crocheted doilies that she's found at yard sales and such, but I don't know that anyone's ever given me a crocheted object, but I could be wrong. Not in my memory. Have I ever hoarded yarn because it was on sale? What's hoarding? Maybe? Everyone I've seen answer this question kind of like skirts around it, and I can see why. Because I don't think that I hoard yarn, even though I have, in my opinion, a lot. I probably don't have what would be considered a hoard of yarn. Like, I can still walk around my house. I can still put it away without anyone seeing it. So, have I bought yarn because it was on sale? Yes. Would I call that hoarding? Up to interpretation. Spun my own yarn. Only in Girl Scouts when I was a little girl. We had someone come in and teach us how to use a spinning wheel, but that's the only time I've ever tried spinning my own yarn. Spent hours looking at patterns. Duh, who doesn't? When you can't sleep, pull up Pinterest, start adding things to your board. I love looking at crochet patterns, don't you? Doesn't everybody? Number 11, stayed up all night to crochet. I don't think so. I'm not a night owl. I have stayed up really late to crochet, trying to get stuff done, or if I'm in the mood, but I'm not a person who stays up all night in general. So no, I haven't stayed up all night to crochet. Canceled plans to crochet instead. No, I've seen other people answer this in a very wise way. That sounds really nice. But no, I've never canceled plans just to crochet instead. Taken on a huge project. I think so. I mean, the bobble blanket I've been working on is like, that's taking forever. So I'd say that's huge, but it's really just a lap size blanket. So I guess it would depend on your, definition of huge. I'm not necessarily sure if I've done anything that I wouldn't say I've never done like a queen size, king size blanket. So no, gotten bored with a project every time. Who doesn't get bored with a project? That's why you have 5 or 6 whips going at the same time, because sometimes you need to put something down, do something that you're interested in so that you can continue the one you've gotten bored with. But yeah, especially if it's single crochets, which is why I don't or haven't done a ton of amigurumi, because as soon as I start having to do small single crochets, I get super bored. Skipped work to crochet. No, I don't think I've done that. Had a project ruined by a pet. Yeah, our dog. Our dog has ruined projects before. Well, let's see. He has ruined some slippers that I made for my husband. He tried to ruin a hat that my husband, I gave my husband for Christmas. He brought it outside to play with. It just had one snag on it, so I fixed it up and washed it, so that's fine. But the slippers, one of them was a no-go, so definitely he's ruined that. And then other times he's gotten a ball of yarn and I'll find it pulled apart somewhere. So not normally, like usually he's really good and doesn't touch anything, but then sometimes he just gets tempted and takes the yarn. Had a project ruined by a child? I don't think so. Crocheted something wearable. Yes, lots of hats and sweaters and different things like that. I like doing wearables. Crocheted toys or amigurumi, not a ton of it, but I have done like that little rabbit, that little robin. I've made a little duck. So I've done a few things, but nothing crazy hard. Bartered with my crochet. No, but I'm not opposed to it. For instance, if somebody wanted to trade crochet items or trade yarn, I would totally be open to that. But no, I've never bartered yet, but that doesn't mean I won't. Made crochet items to donate. I don't believe I have. I would like to. Usually I gift all of my items to people I know as like birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, just friendship gifts and so on. So if that's considered donating, I don't think it is. But I have been thinking about figuring out ways to donate and working on that kind of project. Had more than 5 whips going at one time. Yes. I'm not ashamed. It's true. Have I ever received yarn for a holiday or birthday? Yes, my mother has bought me yarn for holidays, birthdays. Lion brand Santa sack. My mom got me that this past Christmas. Yeah, I love getting yarn as a gift. It's the best. So if you're watching this, you know what to get me. Unraveled one project to start something new. I've quit projects in the middle, but I haven't unraveled them and started something new. That's not true. I have definitely unraveled the mandala watercolors yarn several times before I finished my most recent scarf. I just couldn't get a project going that felt right with it, so now I definitely have, and it looks great. So, designed a crochet project. Yeah. I kind of went off the cuff for my dog's Halloween costume last year. I looked at some pictures and did the Yoda costume, Yoda hat for him. I guess you could say I used other people's designs, but I didn't really use their pattern at all. Maybe for the snood. But other things too, I've just thrown together on my own, I guess, but nothing serious. No like serious design projects, but that doesn't mean that I wouldn't. Oh, you know, I did the duck, the amigurumi chick. I did that one on my own. So, yes. Yes. I mean, once you get the idea of how the stitches work, it's easy to kind of make things from how you feel they might work and see how it goes. So yes, I'd say yes. Published a crochet pattern? No, but I'd love to. That's on my bucket list. Worked with crochet thread? Never, but also something I'd like to try. 28, taught 1 to 5 people to crochet. I don't think I've taught anyone to crochet, so no. I think I've given people I've given a knitting lesson in my life, but never a crochet lesson. Taught 5+ people to crochet. Again, no. but I learned from YouTube. It's a great resource. And then 30, have I ever dyed my own yarn? I tried over dyeing some of the Noro that I got, which I tried to over dye it in black because of the colors were so garish. And I did a test run. I'm glad I did because it didn't really work out. So yes and no. I failed at trying to over dye it, but also something I'd be interested in doing in the future. It looks really fun, and everyone who posts videos of themselves doing it and different yarn companies, specialized yarn companies who post videos of them doing it, it looks really fun. So that is all 30 questions of Never Have I Ever yarn and crochet version. Thank you so much, Shannon Talks Yarn, for tagging me. I've never been tagged in a video like this before. I usually just do them on my own. So that was fun. It brought me back to the MySpace days when we used to do the tags where you answered all the questions. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you check out my video where I dye my hair to see how it turned out, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!